Hi, Tom Trento, Director of the United West, with a very important announcement regarding stopping this deal with Iran. On August 30th, we're going to have a day of action in Santa Barbara, California, and we want everybody to attend this, particularly those of you in the Central Coast and North and South California. And one of our featured speakers is our prime guest for this short segment right now. Would you please welcome America, our dear friend and one of America's top national security analysts, Ryan MAURO. There he is. Ryan, how you doing today?
I'm doing all right.
All right, from what I understand, you're going to be with us in Santa Barbara at the Day of Action, both the luncheon and the rally. And what are your dreams, your aspirations, your desires with traveling across the country to do that?
Well, I'm looking forward to coming and explaining how this deal is wonderful for America, how it's going to prevent nuclear Iran, and hold on, wait a minute. That's not right.
Wrong deal.
This deal is
Wrong
bad.
Deal.
It's bad for the region. It's bad for the security of the United States. And it's going to be kicking the can down the road so that the next generation has to deal with it, and we can't accept it.
You know, your facetious opening probably sounded like symphonic music to many, many people. But we know it's a bad deal. Can you give us a couple of specifics as to why this is a bad deal for America, for Israel, for the West?
Well, Senator Menendez just called it a very expensive alarm clock. And that's because all this comes down to is that it preserves the capacity of Iran to develop nuclear weapons. For them, it's taking one small step back in order to later take a gigantic leap forward. And so my argument is that besides the nuclear element, what this does is it disarms the United States. It doesn't disarm Iran, it disarms the United States, because down the line, it's going to make it harder for the United States and its allies to sanction Iran and to threaten them militarily. The regime, which is weak, comes out strong, and it saves the Iranian Islamic Revolution, which is a dying ideology.
All right, now we have at our luncheon, which will be at the Montecito. Montecito is a beautiful part of California, let me tell you. Montecito Country Club from 1 o'clock to 3:30. I think it's $60, and the information is on your screen. And it's limited only to a few hundred people. You're one of the featured speakers there, along with Claire Lopez and with Richard Green from the Clarion Project, Captain Dan Gordon from the IDF, myself, and others. We're going to be doing a presentation going into drilling down into some of the reasons why this deal is bad and what people can do. But then right after that, at 5:30 to 7:30 on August 30th, Sunday, we have a rally. What do you want to tell the people that'll be at that rally? Give them a little taste of what you're going to be telling them at the rally in California.
Well, I want to focus on the fact that, yes, obviously this is about the nuclear threat from Iran, but it's bigger than that. This is about the ideology and how this strengthens the ideology, but most of all, that this can be stopped. This isn't a fight that is doomed to fail. There are many things that Americans can do, and so we want to give recommendations for whether this deal passes or whether it doesn't pass, that there are things that we can do on the state level, the local level, and on an individual basis to bring the fight to the Iranian regime. We don't need to surrender ourselves based on what the administration does.
All right, Ryan, we know that you are an accomplished national security analyst with the Clarion Project. You're published widely. You're on television shows, news shows, all of that. Obviously, we want the folks in California to come out all day, Day of Action, on Sunday, August 30th. But if people can't make it to California, you're from the great state of New Jersey like I am, what can people do elsewhere to impact Congress on this issue?
Well, they can pressure their governors to divest from Iran. Some that have even divested can still do stronger things. There's a whole range of options that you have in order to sanction Iran on the state level. And on the individual basis, you can invest in terror-free mutual funds so that you can punish the companies that want to make blood money off of working with the Iranian regime. And that needs to be a national movement, because the Iranian regime is looking forward to getting somewhere between $200 and $300 billion in foreign investment. But if those companies have to choose between the U.S. economy or the Iranian economy, they're choosing us. So let's force them to make that choice.
And that is a great argument, ladies and gentlemen, that can go not only to the governors of the state to put pressure on the U.S. Congress, but your elected officials. On the 31st of August, there is going to be a march, an effort to stand in front of all the congressional offices in the United States. You'll be getting more information on that. But Ryan, back to California for a minute. You will be with us at our day of action to stop this deal, Santa Barbara, California, all day Sunday, August 30th. Now, I know you're working on your PhD. I know you're like a little celebrity, and I also heard you're an eligible bachelor. If some of these young California ladies would like you to autograph their books or whatever, are you willing?
I'll do it in exchange for a phone number.
Okay, there you heard it first, ladies and gentlemen. We will see you. Santa Barbara, California. Where else would you want to have a rally if you had to choose a location on earth? Beautiful Santa Barbara, California. 1 o'clock at the Montecito Country Club. Check the details at the end of our promotional piece right here, how you can contact the organizers, buy a ticket for the luncheon, and participate in the rally. We thank you. Critically important stuff. We've got to move America. Ryan, MAURO, thank you very much. I'll see you in California.
Thank you.